Welcome to my channel. I'm Cynthia Greer. For those of you who are new here, spiritualist who works at the in-depth level of the soul, cutting to the chase of the issues that are blocking you and keeping you from moving into higher consciousness and making a truly divine connection with the God source that created you. I am the author of 5 books, and I am solely funded by myself. So when you press those like, subscribe, and share buttons, that lets me know that you truly appreciate the effort, time, energy, and money that it takes to bring you quality videos and reading material. Okay, so Twin Flames, healing the shattered heart when union isn't possible. And we are at that 6th chakra, the indigo blue ray. And this is the ray of wisdom and discernment. So, it relates to your intuitive abilities. This is where you process the information you receive. The color of this chakra is deep indigo blue. When this chakra is open, visions of past lives are received. This also correlates with present life situations. When this chakra is balanced, you will experience lucid dreaming. You will be able to interpret the symbols you receive. You will be shown what you do to sabotage yourself. You will also gain an understanding of psychic protection. So, the important thing to remember is that when the 6th chakra is truly open and you are in healing, you are not going to be all over the place with Kundalini energy. A spiritual awakening is not going to be the big deal that so many people make it out to be, because many people are coming from a place of great imbalance when they begin to open up spiritually, because they're grasping for information and they become very scattered while they're doing it. Many of them are in obsession over relationships such as Twin Flame, or they are still in a lot of pain because they never processed their past trauma and the abuse that they experienced. So when you are working at a soul level and you are taking a practical approach to spirituality, everything is going to be done in degrees, and it's going to be done on a gentle level. You're not going to be dealing with all this intellectual elitism that is out there, all the influences from a lot of influencers that quite frankly do not know what they are talking about. Because when you really know how to work with the energies, it is between you and God. And that's it. You are so connected to that divine influence that you are not affected by anything else that is out there. So by this time, you are overcoming everything in the lower ego. You are working with the energy of the Judgment card in the tarot, which is ruled by Pluto. as well as the letter Shin in the Hebrew Kabbalah, which means tooth, and it means to grind down resistance. So when you are working at the highest level of this, you are grinding down your own resistance to listen to real spiritual counseling and real divine wisdom. And you are turning yourself inside out, or you already have done this, and you are coming from a place of divine judgment about decisions that you have made in the past that caused the lessons that they did. And one example that I will give you is for those who have been in a really rocky, difficult marriage where perhaps you got taken, or it's a twin flame connection where the individual was extremely avoidant and you never got anywhere in it because you were traumatized by their cruelty and their indifference. When you are at the higher side of the sixth chakra, you don't become closed down because of the trauma and past hurts. You are seeing everything without judging the other individual. You are seeing the path of soul evolution in the lesson that you have learned. So, you won't close down and become an avoidant yourself and say, you know what, that's it. I've been burned, and that's never going to happen again, and I'm just going to live the life of a true hermit and only focus on my spiritual path or making money or whatever it is I'm going to do and nothing else. Well, if you do it that way, then you miss the greatest gift of all, which is interacting with others, because that is why you are in the physical form. So you're going to set everything in its right perspective. You're not going to try to hide away and deny things that you need to be doing on a physical level for your growth. You will be able to see a divine relationship. If God chooses to put one in your path, you will know what that relationship truly is all about. And you won't be going back and forth in confusion, playing all the games, saying, oh, I have to wait for 5 years and have a terminal engagement or whatever. You will know God's divinity, and the two of you will open to one another. You will not be hesitant to let them in, and you will gain the best of all of the blessings that God is presenting to you. But when the third eye is closed, what happens is that is when we become closed to miracles. We just can't see them when they are in front of us. We are defensive. We are argumentative when it comes to goodness. And I have seen this many times where people will just want to raise an argument over and over again because they are so wounded and they're so deep in that pain body that they have to project it out onto whoever is working with them. If they're a well-seasoned practitioner or a well-seasoned Reiki healer, they will just project all of their misery and say, I've done all that, I've done all that. None of that works. It doesn't work. And this is just the way it is, and nothing exists for anyone. Well, if you have that energetic level of ignorance, for lack of a better word, that it doesn't exist for anyone, that's a pretty broad statement, because joy and peace and goodness does exist for many people on this earth, and they do have solid, compatible relationships that are whole and complete. And so you are totally repelling God's grace and mercy, and you are repelling your own blessings when you keep that third eye closed. So we are going to do a healing to tap into this beautiful indigo blue ray. And I know these crystals here are not true indigo, they're more of a royal blue, but this was as close as I could image it. But I will tell you this, when you're looking through the rainbow rays after a rain, when there is a ton of moisture, the rainbow rays have a tendency to be lighter. So we're in good form here for the indigo. So you can visualize it a little darker if you're more comfortable. But let's begin to absorb these beautiful rainbow rays into our conscious mind, subconscious, physical body, and feel your cells becoming alive. Feel every muscle, every fiber of your being pulsating. All thoughts are released, and you are melding with this aspect of the central sun. And as you do so, you are moving into this beautiful crystal cluster. You are going into a cave of indigo blue crystals, specifically programmed to penetrate and heal the third eye. And you see a beam of indigo rainbow light, and it begins to pulsate your beautiful third eye. You are now opening to wisdom. You have the wisdom to discern every symbol you are seeing, every dream you have, and to discern who is in your life. And this is why you have no fear. No fear about setting boundaries when you need to, if you are uncomfortable, but also opening to true, divine, compassionate relationships that are a giving and receiving of energy. I am one with my soul's eternal essence. I am whole in the power and the presence of my beloved mighty I Am presence. I am whole in my ability. I see clearly. I live. I move. I love freely in the divinity of the divine spark of creation that is within me. God is before me. God is behind me. God is above me. God is below me. God is within me and where I am. God is. Namaste, beloved ones.